Hey, 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 hey. How's everybody doing? What's going on?
Everybody's doing great.
Welcome again to Married Let's Talk. This is your very own Rashida Malade Sule. As you can see, I have a little space. I think we're doing well, not really social distancing, but I'm waiting for a guest of mine that should be on her way. She had some mix up or something. So she's on her way. But while waiting for her, me and Mr. Lana's gonna do what we do. We're
Yeah.
gonna do what we do.
Talk about the jiggy jiggy.
So if this is your first time here checking us out live, just please subscribe. You see the subscription button on it should be on your right hand side. Just click so that you can be a part of our family. And if you have already subscribed to Married Let's Talk, how y'all's doing? What's going on? This is your very own Rashida Omolan Sule with Mr. Lana. Well, today we are going to be talking about three um the three important ingredients that you need, like a do or die situation in marriage. Like you so need these three ingredients in marriage. Okay. So my guest is pulling up now. But before we go into all of that, Mr. Lana, would you like to say a couple of things to our peeps?
See that neck. Don't let that neck broke. Don't let that neck drop on the floor.
Yeah, yeah.
hello, hello, everyone. Hi, my name is Lalo Dubella. And it's again, it's a pleasure to be here again one more time to actually enlighten and bring about a form of bring unity into families and bring bond families together, bond marriage together, you know, and it's always a privilege to be on air at Married Let's Talk so that
Yeah.
we can actually heal and mend and partner bit marriage.
You know what's going on right now. She's here. I'm gonna just
Yeah.
let her sit right here so that I can.
Okay.
Welcome. Come on, have a seat. Thank you. Have a seat. That's the sunlight alive and direct.
How are you?
I am blessed. How are you?
I'm all right. My name is Lano Dubella. I just introduced myself to everyone out there, and it's nice meeting you. And may I know you, please?
Oh, my name is Elizabeth Oluwakemi Ajokade Akimbadi.
Oh Lord.
What the talk? Hey, what if Faruki see?
That's how we do. That's how we do.
Yes, sir.
That's
Yeah.
how we do. So thank you so much for that introduction. We've done several videos together in the past, and people have been asking like, where is that woman, the healthy lifestyle, that Kemi woman? She always talk, she talk the truth when it comes to marriage. So Kemi is here today, guys. Okay, she's here. And the thing is, it's so funny because I think her and Mr. Lana have so much in common when it comes to this marriage stuff and how to go about it, how to make it work. So we're literally gonna have today. We're gonna talk about the three important ingredients in marriage. And I love the fact that, so guys, don't think we like talked about this before. I didn't say anything to them, but I'm gonna have Mr. Lana go first and say what he thinks is three important ingredients that's needed in marriage in order for the marriage to thrive. And if you guys know Lana, y'all know the number one. Go ahead, Mr. Lana. Go ahead, Mr. Lana.
Oh, she just put me on the spot here because everyone, I don't even have a clue about the topic. She only just dropped it at me and she told me she's gonna put me on the spot. But from my own experience, I think the three most important things in marriage is number one, respect.
Okay. Yeah.
Respect is very important.
Yeah.
Two, and if there's respect, there will be understanding.
Yeah.
And another thing there is money. It's true. I have to say it. It's true. It's true because no money, no honey.
You know what?
The woman has suffered.
Yeah, no, it's not about the woman has suffered. You know, some women will tell, people will say, "Oh, love is blind. Love answered all things." Yes, we know love answered all things. He cheated on me. He doesn't even have money. Blah blah. So people will be like, "Let him cheat on me, but let me be riding the G-Wagon everywhere I'm going."
Really?
Let's be honest.
But that's a very dangerous G-Wagon.
That's a dangerous thing.
It's a dangerous thing. But you know what? In the present day,
get you to heaven real quick.
In the present day we have today, that is the order of the day.
Yeah.
We have to be realistic. Yes, we are the old generations. I still count all of us that are over 40. We're still part of the old.
You guys are the old generation.
You guys.
No, like you said, you are the old generation.
No.
I'm young and I'm still learning. I'm a learner.
What am I going to call my parents? No. What do you call your mother? What do you call your parents?
My grandmother's generation.
Yeah.
No.
Seriously. Seriously. Honestly, the order of the day, if in every home, if a woman respects her husband,
correct,
mutual understanding between them, and if that is right, there won't be any problem.
Okay, so he has mutual understanding, respect.
If the woman respects the husband will love her automatically.
Yeah,
everything works together. And if he's in love with her and she respects him, there would definitely be an understanding. The two of them will understand themselves. They will take time to study and understand themselves.
Keyword love.
Yes, love. I've actually mentioned the respect of actually encompasses. I've grouped the word love together. And if you now want to kill it off, to not put the icing on the cake, let the pepper rest. Forget.
Please, I didn't understand that one. Which one is the pepper that's resting?
Let the pepper rest. That means the finances. Let these finances be solid. Even honestly, they don't have to be millionaires. But if they can manage their finances well, then it gives them an opportunity to plan and manage themselves and being able to sustain. It's not about sustaining themselves. Financial management is very important in marriages.
It is.
Financial, and if financial management is out of the window, it's going to be a big problem.
Okay, so your third thing is respect, money,
understanding, mutual understanding.
I'm shocked. Respect, money, and mutual understanding. Thank you very much. Thank you. Hold on right there. Where you go? What? You just turned me into a liar just there because everybody knew what you were gonna say.
We are talking to the generation of today. We are not going
No.
That's it. You're done. Please.
I do agree with him.
Of course.
But I'll say that first of all is love. For me, it's love.
Right.
It's you see, when two come together and they love each other, you know the Bible verse that says that love conquers all. It doesn't take account, it doesn't do this, it doesn't do that. You will go out of your way when you love each other to want to please each other. You understand? You see, when you marry because of money, when the money comes out of that equation, love is gone. You understand? If we base the marriage on money, when there's no money, that's that. But when you have what we call, and now you don't say I'm being too Christian-y, but that's just how it is. When you have what we call
let's leave church out of this. Let's leave church religion out of this one.
Hold on, hold on, hold on. When you have what we call agape love,
yes, agape, unconditional.
it does not matter if the man does not have a penny to his name. I always tell young women that I coach and I speak with that a woman, you see, the power that a woman possesses, oh my goodness, don't let's start. That's a story for another day.
Another day.
A woman can take a man from a GED to a PhD.
We said it.
True.
It's called love. When a man does not have anything to his name, because when you marry him, you know, we just don't meet on the street and say, hey, how you doing? Marry me. No. There's something that you saw in that person. There's a quality that you know you can work with, you can live with.
Okay.
And
So you're gonna say yours is agape. Which is
agape love, unconditional, no condition.
Second one now. Because I'll give you guys time to break it down.
Now the thing with the question is what makes the marriage?
The ingredients.
The ingredients.
That
Ingredients.
makes the marriage thrive.
You see, when you love somebody,
I'm not saying
hold on. You become very, very creative.
So the first one is God, the second one is still love.
Creativity.
Creativity.
When we talk about creativity, you know, my mother taught me something. My mother taught me something growing up. You know, all this cookbook, this, that. My mother would say, when you cook, don't go by cookbook, don't go. She said, cook with love.
Yeah, that's true.
When you cook with love, oh my gosh, even if you don't have anything in the house, you'll make it happen. If it's just geisha, if it's just tomatoes, if it's just whatever, by the time you put this, put that, put this, put that, and you're having fun doing it, oh my goodness, you will come up with some scrumptious meal that your husband will be like, my dear, you never did this one before.
Love.
Love. It's still based on love.
Right.
And creativity. And like you said, respect. That respect is very, very important. Because, and I don't want to, because I know the feminist people have issues with me when I talk. And it's an issue they have. Anyway, they're all going to be there too. Let everybody know their place in the household. Let the wife know that the husband is the head and she's the neck. I always tell people something. Without the neck, the head cannot stand.
Definitely.
You see what I'm saying? So let each person know their role. I, as a wife, don't want to take over my husband's role. I'm not interested in it. You understand what I'm saying? I'm a helpmate. So we have to have understanding, that mutual understanding of who we are. You are the husband, I'm the wife. You understand what I'm saying? So understanding, like you said, I agree with you with the understanding. And then some other stuff that is the other ingredient.
So your own is love, unconditional love. Oh my God, you said that. You said your own was unconditional love, creativity,
Writing that down.
and respect, or what did you say?
Yes, respect.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's the
And
three.
understanding.
That's understanding. Okay. So that's your three. So this is my three now.
Okay, your points now. Yep.
Okay. And the thing is, we get time to break it all down, because to tell you the truth, there's no wrong answer. Everything that we're putting out there are things that are right. And to each his own. As a couple, pick whichever one you are lacking that you need to add that will spicing up your own marriage. You understand? Because some people, let me just put my own three out there. My first three is, I'm going to tell you something that will allow your marriage to thrive. And this is people that are already married. You understand? If you're not married and you haven't gotten the ring, do not be doing this thing I'm talking about. Sex. That when you are already married. You understand? Because yes, when you're married.
I need to cover my head before.
The reason why I say that, before, it wasn't really like that for me. Like where I would say says, before it would just be respect the man, love your wife. This is what the Bible says, which is still true. But you guys forget to read the part where God said, woman, you don't own your body. Man, you don't own your body. Don't let this thing go for too long, where you guys will now be giving each other boxing words in the house. You know why? When you are saying something and your husband is replying you, it's lack of sense. Because if he has enough of it, he wouldn't reply you. You know why? Because he's waiting for the night something will happen. Mr. Lab, that's his own. After all you say, buy out the house tonight. Are we still on tonight? That's number one. Number two, for me, is definitely communication. Definitely communication. And you know what? Even though I'm saying communication, I'm saying this, all of that is still within creativity, it's all within respect, it's all within
we're still all saying the same thing.
No money, no honey. Because the thing is, if I'm not happy, you see this thing, I can make it available, but you will not be happy because I will not be able to put all my everything. That is where you're going to. Huh? That's where you know, but I'm not finished. Okay, so you have to let me say my own. So my thing is, the first one is SCX. We got them teenagers back there somewhere, you know. And the second one is respect, meaning that it's respect, but then also knowing that your body don't belong to you, his don't belong to him. When you guys, it's like food. When you guys are hungry, I should be able to eat from you. You should be able to eat from me without, you know. And the second and the third one, oh well, I said communication was the second one. But the second that I said communication, you guys really have to communicate. One thing I notice about a man, let me say for my marriage. I remember when I was pregnant with my first child, you know, and me naturally, I'm expecting that if I should carry something, I'm like about 6-7 months. If I should carry something, naturally, I'm thinking my husband should take it from me and carry it. To me, that was common sense. Like, dude, I'm holding on to this bag. I'm already carrying this weight, and I'm chucking up in this bag. I'm thinking it will make sense for you to know that, oh, give me that bag. Let me carry that bag for you. It didn't happen for him. It did not happen for him. And I'm looking at him and I'm pissed off. I don't say anything. Okay? I'm looking at him and I'm pissed off and I'm wondering, is he gonna ask me for this bag? Bro, man, they asked me for the bag. Okay. I was pissed. Okay. I got home and I went straight to my bed. Why? And he looked at me like, are we not going to eat tonight? Eat what? You can go and warm up the food. And the guy's looking at me like, you've been out all day. Why are you upset? What did I do now? What did I do now? You understand? And I'm looking at him like, is he seriously asking me what did he do? Like, you're seriously asking me what did... And the guy just naturally said, when I told him, I said, I'm carrying a bag. Like, I'm already heavy. Carrying a baby, and I'm carrying he looked at me like, I didn't know. If you wanted me to, I mean, you just have to say it. I was like, but why do I have to say it? Woman, you gotta say it. Do you know the same thing happened yesterday? I'm carrying a bag, my backpack with my shoes and my clothes inside. We're gonna take pictures and everything. And he's walking. What he's thinking about is the angle that he's gonna get these pictures. He's thinking the angle. My daughter's there, and then I'm saying, Mr. Angel, he said, oh, no, let me tell your daughter to do it. Let me like, and Laura immediately, look at this child. I'm not her husband. Oh my. I'm not her husband. But he didn't give time to hear what I needed. And then by the time I now told him, I just needed you to carry this bag. Oh, why didn't you say so? Give me the bag. I took the bag. I got it. There you go. So where you would have wasted hours and days because you're upset that he didn't do something that you thought it was common sense.
And vice versa.
Right. And the thing is, it could have been common sense to you. It wasn't common sense to him. The grown man is thinking about so many other things.
That's exactly what he might be thinking of. So many other things that he might not even actually pay attention to it.
He's just not, you know.
And the same thing with the men too. You know, most men, they believe, oh, my wife knows I love her. No, she doesn't. No. She's not psychic. She's not a witch. So tell her, every time remind her.
Even though he said it yesterday.
Even though you said it yesterday,
I'm gonna need it more today.
hello. And it might be that's the word that I need for the day. Oh, babe, did I tell you I love you? Honey, I so love you. You know, and that's it. Babe, have a blessed day. I love you. That's it. That goes a whole long way.
I think the way it is, we are all still saying the same thing. We're still all saying the same thing. It's just the choice of words, of words that are different. When I said mutual understanding, respect. When I said respect brings about love. If you respect someone, you love that person. So you give that person agape love. So we're actually saying the same thing. When it comes to mutual understanding, to which I said, you said the communication. If communication is there, you know, it will bring about a very good mutual understanding, and which will actually make the sex life explosive. Because if there's communication between two couples, if the man is not eating the cookie the right way, he will tell the baby girl, you need to eat this cookie in this angle so that I can actually climax.
That's how you do it.
So that climax. Seriously, let's be honest.
No, it's true. You got it.
Many women out there keep quiet. But they're quiet. They don't talk. They don't talk. So the man will just come shuku 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 But ability to tell your man, this is what will actually let me climax.
Exactly.
Let him understand. Let him touch the right place. That he won't be beating about the bush.
Yes.
So if you tip of your nipple, let him touch it. Tell him how to touch it. Because men naturally, they'll just see the bush. They're like, they will grab it.
Because regardless, they're gonna get to where they're going, right?
You know, there are ways to make it that some of them you just massage them, you just play with the nipple, just lick the nipple. So women, they are praying.
Look at my eye.
Let's be honest. It's the truth. No, seriously, Rashida. 70 to 80% of women out there in marriages are sex starved.
Yes,
they're starving from this thing.
And considering the fact that they are doing it every day, but they are still sex starved. They are not reaching climax. They are not reaching their orgasm.
True.
So, and most of them fake it just to make their husband happy.
Yes.
And it's wrong.
Make it at the end of the day.
You know what to make you. You know what to make you climax. And the good thing about it is that if that woman reach that point, that clock 20, take it to a living. No matter what that husband does, it's like, I don't have your time. I have your time in her brain. Meet me in the bedroom at night because you take me to the and I won't get you. It's the truth. That is when you see there will be less arguments at home. Because the man is doing both his duty as a man, you know, financing and taking care of the family. At the same time, he's doing his duty massively in the bedroom.
Right.
It's not all about marriage. Sex in marriage is not all about just entering there like a train,
banging each other.
Just banging each other. No, it's all about how to be able to prepare the woman, make her drip. So that she will be
It's a dance.
Let her be able to look forward towards it. That she'll be the one chasing you around in the house. That that's like Baja Afana.
Can we see each other? Are we meeting tonight? I tell you.
Exactly.
Can I have an appointment?
Exactly. You book an appointment. You schedule the appointment. Now you have to resume in the other room.
Yes, now.
This thing. Honestly, that's why mutual communication in marriages is very, very important. Women, please don't shy away from telling your husband what to satisfy you.
But you cannot blame some women, Mr. Lana, and I'll tell you the reason why.
Okay.
We need to see this thing has to do with education and understanding, to be honest with you. Some women are scared of telling their husband when to touch them, when to satisfy them, because their husband will not start looking at them as a whore. They'll say, oh, so there you go. Where are you learning from? Is that the way he's touching you?
Tell them that you're learning from me.
Do you want me to come in? Do you want me to come in there? You see, that is where that means in such marriage, that means the foundation has been shaky.
Yes.
The foundation has been shaky.
They are wedded. They are not married.
And do you know what annoys me about this? That when they were cutting as boyfriend and girlfriend, when they were eating that cookie very well, they were doing it the right way. The girl is reaching the cloud, but immediately after they get married, probably in terms of responsibility, there are now more responsibility for them to actually take care of. When children are coming, you know, during childbirth, that some women that their libido will just go boom down, some women that their libido will go pew off the roof. But if there is proper effective communication, and if you married your best friend and you tell that person anything, which if the two of them from day one have actually had such conversation, I've been having such understanding, and it shouldn't be a problem. And even if there is a gap between it's all about calling themselves together as that is so. I remember those days when we were boyfriend and girlfriend. You know the way I always scream, the way you carry me.
Thank you.
Daddy, let me enjoy you. Let me bring you. If a woman tell a man that I want to enjoy you as my husband, if you touch me here, you will take me to Sky 10. Take it or leave it. An average man will want to boost his ego. Yes.
And the woman needs to help boost that ego too. When she says, honey, what happened to that tiger? Remember the way you used to do this? His head will swell. And the next time you meet, he wants to show you the tiger is still
Honestly, men we love to explore. We love to, if we achieve one thing today, we want to achieve something better tomorrow. And if you know that you satisfy your woman to maximum satisfaction in the bedroom tonight, you even in the morning you wake up, babe, Alpha, she will continue. Because in her head, that man has already mastered another way to actually, eat that spot again.
Yes.
Because it is natural. And and this has been this is a massive problem in relationship. Communication. And then you men that have told yourself to tiger and lion and Kiniwu in the house, that your wife cannot even talk to you. You tell yourself you tell your family to autocracy. Your woman cannot even share ideas with you. It's that time you need to drop your ego.
Sorry, I'm gone.
Yeah. It's that time you need to drop your ego. Drop your ego and make your wife your best friend. Because a woman can make or kill you. If you make her your best friend, you are safe. You can go and sleep with your two eyes closed. And it's annoying and it's sad when I see young couples, having separate rooms.
It's a shame.
It's a shame. And this has to stop. We need to heal the family. We need to heal. Effective communication is important. And if there's effective communication, there'll be mutual respect between one another. And if there's mutual respect, love will naturally flow and grow in that relationship.
But the thing with it is that I want to reverse that, not because of anything, but when love, you respect the person you love.
True.
You see what I'm saying? You respect a person that you love. If you don't love a person, there is nothing they can do that you respect them. Yep. You see, I always make fun of Christians. We say we love God, we love God, we love God. We love God, but we're not doing his will. You understand what I'm saying? Love comes first. If we love God, then we respect God enough not to do what we're not supposed to do.
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying? So, love comes first. When you love somebody, you will go to the moon and back. You will kneel down without thinking about it. You will respect without thinking about it because there's so much in love. I don't know if you remember when you started cutting your wife. I remember when my husband and I started cutting each other. I mean, my goodness, ain't nothing I won't do for that man. You see what I'm saying? I mean, you look forward to see that man. You will do anything. If you say jump, you won't even say, hey, how are you? You just start jumping, you know? Because there's love there. That's why I'm respecting him. But it's somebody that I don't know. I can respect you all day long. If I don't love you, I ain't doing nothing. I can say, sa, uncle, auntie. Have you heard Auntie Egbedu song before? Uncle, please shut up. Why are you calling me uncle when you're telling me to shut up? Because there's no love, so there's no respect.
Yeah.
The husband is talking. You say, sir, I'm talking to you, sir. Oh, sir, please shut up, sir. But when the family come, they say, but I respected him. They say, but you said something. They say, I say, uncle now.
I'm actually seeing it from another dimension right now.
So when you love, you will respect.
Uncle, you see
what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? When they say, well, there was the excess of calling us. Yeah, but that's how it is. But the thing with there's this Bible verse that I love that talked about Adam and Eve. It said they were both naked. They were both naked, and there was no.
Can we go back to those days?
Huh?
Can we go back to those days?
No, we're not talking about it. We can go back to when we go to the bedroom. When we're in the bedroom, guys,
no Gucci, no Louis Vuitton, no Anita Baker, no everything. Just be.
There was no shame between them. So what does that mean in turn is that they were both naked. They shared everything. They communicated. There was nothing hidden. There was nothing of shame.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? She spoke her mind. He spoke his mind. She didn't think twice before she spoke. He didn't think twice before he spoke. She didn't think twice and say, if I say this, it will turn me to this. You understand what I'm saying? They were both naked with each other. That is where we need to take marriages back to. We need to learn to be naked in front of each other and not be ashamed. You understand what I'm saying? Like you said, every woman, there's something called love languages. We need to know each other's love languages. Not all women love flowers. Some women, they just want their husband to be able to help. Just carry the trash out. That's all I need. The five love languages. Everybody needs to learn their partner's love language.
Okay, we were by
I know. It's Valentine's Day, I bring you flower. In my garden.
I want those girls. I don't like flowers.
You see what I'm saying?
If let's say my boss bought me flowers, or maybe someone is saying, "Oh, Rashida, thank you." Maybe a huge bouquet of flowers. But the reason why I don't like it is because after 2 weeks or 3 weeks,
it's given away.
My wedding flowers, I literally had to spray it.
Give me the money.
Huh?
Give me the money. Give me the money.
Give me money. Give.
No.
I'm just joking.
No, if my husband should ever literally just give me money, he didn't think about it. And I don't give me something that you didn't have to really think about.
Yeah.
Especially on my birthday. Don't give me something that it didn't cost you time to really figure out
exactly what this person loves.
He knows that I love perfumes, right? So there was a time, a particular perfume, he got it, but he got my name inscribed in it. Hello.
That's what I'm talking about.
I love you. Hello. Don't just bring me flowers and throw me a card and here we go.
Yeah.
You didn't think about that. You didn't think about me.
Even something that I can always look at and think about you and say, wow, I remember when, it's not so much about the gift, it's just the thoughts, it's just the time that you took into it. If it's just a leaf, I would say, if it's just a leaf from outside, and you say, babe, my goodness, you won't believe this. I saw this leaf and I know how silly you are. Look at how it's shaped like this. That lets me know that this man took time to look at this leaf and saw that we have interest in this leaf, and I will see this funny shape. That's love.
Because you understand, some women will collect it and is this what?
No, that is a crazy woman. She has chemical imbalance in her head.
I deliberately make that statement so that we can actually talk about
Go
it.
there.
Have we actually, in most homes today, either one or the party have got serious mental health issues, which has always been an underlying issue, and we are always shy away from talking about it. One party or the other is always shy about talking about expressing how they feel, especially if you look at some men. You are not a man, you are not a man, you are not a man. The men cannot express themselves. Likewise, women, in the aspect of women, they go on. There's some women that go on and on and on. And if you look at the underlying issues, especially in Africa, people try to stigmatize them. Many people are going through mental health issues.
No. Many people are, but they don't know.
They don't know.
That's what we see. They don't even know that they have that mental issue.
Yeah. And
they don't want to admit that they do, because to us, waiting.
If you tell them, you know you are mental, you are in trouble.
That's it. It's over with. But yeah, it's just chemical imbalance in the brain. I was speaking with someone this last week, and I was explaining to the person that, do you know so many CEOs in the I used to work in the mental health industry, in the healthcare industry, for about 15 years, and I've met CEOs that all we need to do is just change the medication a little bit. We have to go to the doctor, and they will just have to recalculate something and tweak it a little bit. Sometimes they need some more, sometimes they need less when we see what's going on. You know, it's mental issues. So many CEOs, so many.
Of course. Because they've got so much, they got so much there that is going on in their brain. You know, I'm lucky because I have a fantastic wife who is a rock. That's our name. Our name is Rochelle. So I mean, I could my name. Rock Udibella. And if you look at it, that's where the name of our business actually came from, Lano Rock. Because when I met her, I was in the lowest of my low when I met her. It wasn't going the way I expected to be. I was almost giving up. But you know what? But you know what? She saw me the way I am, and she took me the way I am. She accepted me the way I am. You know, I had, you know, like I was like virtually nothing. But because she saw the potential, and she was like, okay, yeah, this guy has got a lot to offer. She picked me up, polished me, sandpaper me.
I know that's why you say that.
Restrain me.
From a GED to a PhD.
I'm giving myself as an example here. Women, I was screwed. If you see me, the first day I met my wife, I actually had a t-shirt on. I didn't look that great. But when we sat down and we had a conversation, she told me, I would love to see, I would love to meet you again because you've got quite a lot up there.
Wow.
See the intellectual, she was able to observe that, yeah, this guy has got stuffs in his brain. And which is where, and to me, it was a test. It was a test. Let me dress this way and see if this person will accept me the way I am. You know, and that is where most people have actually got it wrong, both male and female.
That's why marriages are.
They have a date, they're meeting for the first time, and they build that relationship on false pretense.
Yeah,
build that relationship on like, oh, I am here, I am here, whereas you are here. You know, and you now try to meet up to that standard, and it's hard. You now see the person struggling. You now see the person, you know, trying to meet up to that standard. You now end up being married, and the woman now gets into the house. She now realizes that everything this person has been saying has all been fake. Fake. Okay, she tried to adjust to like, okay, we can still make something out of it. But you as a man, you decide to be a dry fish and you refuse to change. That's the problem. That's the problem.
I don't want to bend.
And women are moved by what they see. Women are
no.
let me finish. Women are moved by what they see, and who is ready to change, who is ready who is dynamic, who can be dynamic, he's not changing the man, but bringing the best out of him.
But
let me can I say something real quick, Mr. Lano? Remember when you said that your wife saw you had a t-shirt on.
Yeah,
it wasn't a t-shirt that moved her. She said, let's have another meeting again because of what's here.
Exactly.
It's what's here that got to her heart.
That's it.
Exactly.
It ain't a t-shirt. Because let me tell you something.
And the next time I saw her, I wore my native attire.
You are crude oil.
No, seriously. The next meeting was a Diwali. It was a Diwali party. This Indian Diwali party. So I now look at it. What can I wear? What can I wear to actually, meet up with that, with that Diwali party? I was like, I just had this orange multicolor, orange brownish, or no, as in deep orange, deep orange brownish.
Okay, but it's gonna look good on you because you're dark.
And it looked at me. And guess what? She had something similar, and she wore the same thing.
Can you imagine?
And we made it look as if we planned it.
Oh wow!
That's a match made in heaven.
No, forget it. This is
That's a match made in heaven.
Let me ask you a question. Why is it that? Let me not even say why some marriages make it, some marriages don't make it. A lot of marriages are shaky because of the foundation. Very, very shaky. Because they didn't allow themselves to literally, I'm going to say allow God or allow Source to help them to find their mate. Some people just chose to marry who they wanted to marry. And right now, their marriage is not working. They're trying to find everything to make it work. And it's not working. And a lot of times, no matter what we say, it may not work. Can it be because they weren't meant to be together?
No, Rashida, I would disagree.
Some marriages are not meant to be together.
Some marriages are not meant to be. Some marriages are meant to be.
Situation. Some marriages, he's handsome, he's tall, he's dark, and he can speak good English. What are we gonna do with that?
And by the time she not get there, she not realize that it's like this.
You know,
that's part of it.
Even if not the beating, let me tell you, some people, there's a saying where we come from. It says, was fair, ceiling. Some men will see a woman.
Can we say that in English?
You say, don't because of beauty marry a woman or marry a wife. You know, they see that woman. Oh my goodness, this is an eye candy. If this woman should stand beside me, oh my gosh, like if we go to parties or we go to events, people will come and talk to me. They want to shake my hand because of that woman. And hey, they get married. Now they get into the house. Now, babe, she can't cook. She can't clean. She can't cook. And she ain't got the good attitude either. She got a nasty attitude. Now you're going, oh, who you talking to about when? The
only person she respects is the husband.
That is what. I will come in there. That is what he married. He married the physical beauty rather than the
exactly.
And such marriages can still be amended if the woman is ready to learn. That's another thing. Some marriages can work if the woman, if one of the party is ready to learn. Rashida, do you know the reason why I said this? You know the reason why I said this?
I'm with you.
Yeah, the reason why I said this. There's this popular artist in Nigeria, popular actress in Nigeria.
Yeah.
She married someone. When she married, so I won't mention the name. She married that person. Guess what? She doesn't know how to cook. She doesn't know how to do anything. But he married her based on the fact that she's well known, and guess what? She's got that beauty. And guess what? Guess what? She got into the marriage, and it dawned on her that, wait a minute, I am married. so many people look up to me as a role model. And if this marriage pack up, what message will I be passing on to young people that are following me? In the beginning, the first 2 years of that marriage was very, very stormy.
It was very rocky.
Guess what? It was a learning phase for her.
Yeah.
She went back. She actually employed someone, a Calabar girl, to come and teach her how to maintain a family, how to maintain, how to do house chores, how to cook, how to take care of the house, how to clean, how to lay the bed. Today, the husband head, the guy then just scatter. The guy cannot even.
Because it has become a complete package.
Man. Because she had the outward beauty.
Yeah.
But yeah, she had the inward beauty because she was ready to learn, but she doesn't have everything complete. But because she had a common sense. Because she had a common sense.
Mr. Lana, do you know what it is at the end of the day?
Yeah.
Do you know what it is at the end? If she didn't love him, she wouldn't do it.
It's not.
True. Yeah.
If she didn't love him, she wouldn't do it. I still know some women today. They don't know how to cook. They don't want to know how to cook. And I'm like, and I look at it like, and the husband is gaining a lot of weight because he's eating a lot of outside food. You understand? And I'm looking at them like, you have 2 kids. How do you not even want to learn? She doesn't want to learn. And she truly believes that it works in their house that way. So the husband had to tell the husband, if she's going to be this like stern or not cooking, then bro, man, you know how to cook. You gotta figure this out. Unless, and it's become such a issue in their marriage. And I was like, this is something that you guys should have talked about before to know what would be the deal breaker.
Exactly.
Is me not know how to cook, is that gonna be a deal breaker?
Comes in.
Huh?
That is where effective communications come in.
They don't communicate. They don't communicate. And then they get mad, just like what she said, oh, infatuation, you're infatuated by this person. He looks good, he's this, he's that. Let me tell you something. When I was dating, if you weren't 6 foot something, you weren't getting a time of day with me. If you weren't GQ looking, I ain't got time for that. But then one day, God showed up. God showed up. Because before, it was what I was infatuated by. It was what I wanted to see, the tall, dark, handsome dude like my dad.
Because of that.
My dad is tall, dark, chocolate. Okay. GQ to the max. And that's who I wanted to see in a man. So God must have been looking down on me like, yeah, okay, I see. Because when my man came, when my husband came, it wasn't what I was what's the word, sweetheart?
Don't say it. Yeah.
No, God showed up. That's what I said. God showed up.
Yeah.
My husband, like I tell people, he did not have what I wanted at the time. But I had no idea he was everything that I needed. You understand? He was everything that I needed. And this is what I'm telling these girls. Stop marrying because he look good. He driving a car. He got money. Do you know what happened to one girl? Before I'll go back to my story. Do you know what happened to one girl in this Georgia? A guy's been trying to talk to her. She didn't want to talk to him. He now noticed that when guys bring big cars, she follow. He said, is that the type of chick you are? The man went to go and rent. Rent. He went to go and rent a car. The guy was going to get you. So he knew he couldn't put this in her house, but he was going to show her. So he got a car. He rented that car for 3 months. He was paying weekly. Or the girl, she didn't know. He was paying weekly until he slammed her cookie and then left it. Ooh, can you imagine? He left it, yeah, because he was showing him that he ain't nothing.
And there are men out there. You know, remember I made a statement that if men, one thing about men, we've got ego. Don't try.
Oh yes.
And once you crush that ego,
Ego personified.
ego personified.
Don't try to rob the man's ego. You
Right.
rob the man's ego, it will go to any length.
Any length.
You're not dating. If you don't, and he's trying to toast women out there. A young man that's got. I'm talking to you. Yes, talking to you. If you like, listen. If you don't listen. You see a young man that got potential because he's not driving a car. He doesn't have a big house on his own. You think, oh, it's not up to your standard.
Yeah.
Oh,
I had a situation like that actually in Michigan. There was this young guy, and he had issues with his teeth. And his English was not
the greatest.
Yeah, he could speak, but it wasn't the American accent kind of English. And he liked few ladies, and he came to me and said, "I like this one." So I went to the young ladies. I said, "This brother likes you."
No.
No. Did you see the teeth? They're falling on each other and all that. He cannot speak Phone English, and he doesn't have this, and he doesn't have that. Okay, it was about 3 or 4 of them, the young ladies. So now, then I went back to him and said, "Hey, I tried. I'm sorry." But he said, "But this other one, I really like her." I said, "Okay, don't worry." The one he really, really liked initially, so hey, oh my,
Upgrade.
oh girl, oh my. The guy that one liked, doctor, can speak for them. That one jilted her later with another woman, gave her invitation card to his wedding. To cut the long story short, I went to the other one, the other lady, and I said, teeth he can fix. That's how we have orthodontist dentists. They will knock that out, they will put new one in. That is not what you should look at. Does this man have potential? That is the most important thing. I said, do you want to lay? In other words, do you want to remain a maiden for a very long time? And she said, "No, ma." I said, "You better go pray about it and let's know what God said." Do you know this young lady, very smart as a cookie, snatched this man off the market? They gave birth to, I think, 2 or 3 beautiful sons. The man is in the healthcare, because I don't want to mention what he's doing. He's in the healthcare field, doing great. The wife is in the healthcare field, doing great. And they have the most beautiful marriage right now. They've been married now for about 16, 17 years now. You see? And they asked me what happened to all those other ladies.
They're not married. Or they're married and divorced.
They're not married. They're still waiting.
Exactly.
Can you imagine?
They'll not be going from they'll not be going from mountain of fire to fire on the mountain from.
My dear, I'm telling you, they become prayer projects.
They become deeper life by force. Oh Father, oh God, oh my husband, where he is, send him to me. That husband, you have taken away.
But you said something. Let me tell you, she said something. You see my story with my husband. Teeth matters to me. Sorry. No, this is what we say. This is what we say. God knows the deal breaker for me.
Your husband gave that smile.
Oh God. You see, the first day that I met my husband, like I said before, my guys usually have
ladies, please. Give me 2 minutes. I'll be back, please. 1 minute. I'll be back.
Okay, no problem. My guys usually have to be 6 feet and over. Yes, that was my my husband was not 6 feet. He was 5'10".
Wow, God is.
He was 5'10". Can you imagine? God had to humble. And then I'm looking at that. Oh, it was too no. When I was driving, when I was in the car, and he came to the car, and I looked at him like this. First of all, to me, he seemed short. And what even made it seem even more short was the fact that the man had already achieved, like, he was a designer, he had people working for him in Nigeria. So he was relaxed. So he had that tummy of,
yes,
I have money. Yes. And that tummy to me is like, my dad don't have a tummy. Why do you have it?
You get married your dad.
I didn't even look at him. I was like, I asked him, this guy, how are you? How are you? How are you? How are you?
How are you?
I was like,
Oh, goodness gracious.
I remember a week after he says, do you understand Yoruba a little bit? Because I don't want to bite my tongue.
Oh.
All those things were so cute to me, and it was only because I allowed him to be him. I didn't disrespect him. Ladies, I teach you guys that. Just be kind.
That's it.
Even if you're not gonna date the dude, at least be kind, be nice. You know what I'm saying? Because even though I looked at him like, ain't nobody dating you, in my head, ain't nobody dating you. You are not the one. But I was kind to him. I didn't disrespect him. I didn't destroy his ego. And look at myself. I look at him. I say, "Oh God, did you miss?"
Well, you see, where some women get it wrong, and remember we've talked about this several times, and I told you how I met my husband. You know, I was in a relationship, but I wasn't a great relationship, and there was the issue of him going to Nigeria, coming back, and you know how they bat their eyelid, and he was gone because of the battered eyelid, and
He was
battered with zero and everything, you know. So, you know, I thank God for the Holy Spirit because I wasn't even going to church then. I was born a Christian, but I wasn't going to church, so I really didn't know much about the Holy Spirit, to be honest with you. And okay, if you have any little children, please cover your ears. And
Oh wow, we have a comment.
And
I'm sorry, let me just read this comment real quick. He is saying the truth, though. Let's all learn from him.
yeah.
Okay.
And so this day we just got into a fight and he left the house. And the Holy Spirit just said, strip. I'm like, strip. Yeah, it was late at night. And he said, get on your knees and pray. And ask for the man that you want. And I started praying. And I said, Father, give me a man after your heart. For whatever reason, I don't know why the Holy Spirit just let me know that a man that fears God will do right by his word.
Right.
And I said, Father, this is what I want in a man. I want a man that is 6 feet tall. Okay. Because my father too, a tall guy. Yeah. I want a man that is 6 feet tall. I want a man that is neat. Yeah, the first thing is a man after God's heart. But I want a man that is neat. And I want a man that is thin is this kind of house. What you like to eat, you know how to. I want this land and let it be so. So I left it at that. And I met my husband 2 years later. But I said something by the time I was done with the prayer. I said, Father, if I should forget this prayer this day, when I meet my husband, let the Holy Spirit remind me. Why? Because I had gotten to a point where I did not want to date anymore. I've gotten to the point where I just wanted to have friends. You see what I'm saying? So when I met my husband 2 years later, we had already spoken on the phone. I didn't even know who he was because he just moved here from Canada because he's Canadian, and he just moved here from Canada. And you know, my friends, because I had a lot of guy friends, and they were like, "Oh, there's this guy that just came from Canada. He needed a phone line and this." And I used to hook up in those days, you know, as a hookup, you know, I was a hookup chick. So I was like, "Oh, don't worry, I get him a phone line." And so the first time I spoke with him, it was like, "Hi." So I said, "Oh, this is the phone lady, and I just wanted to know your phone number." This. And before you could even say, what's up, I hung up. I don't have time because I was not in the mood of dating. Now, about spring, because this was February, around spring, around April, May, because in Michigan, our spring is very funny. I was on my way home from school and I was at the bus stop. So someone I knew saw me and stopped and picked me up and said, "Oh, I want to go to this apartment. Follow me and I'll take you to your apartment," because I was deep in the suburbs. Anyway, we got to the apartment and my husband just came out of his apartment. The man was driving a car, for goodness sakes, all just woo everything. So as he came out, I didn't even see him, like, you know. And he came out, we said hi, you know, exchanged our pleasantries and all that. And that was that. Not only the man saw his wife already. What's the man? Went inside, saw his roommate because he had already prayed
Yeah.
Told his roommate, I went after the phone call, actually, he told his roommate, I just spoke to my wife. And that one said, are you all right?
Just like that.
Just like that. When inside told the roommate, I just met my wife. How did he know it was the same person? Now, afterwards, he asked me out. Within the weekend that we went out, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the man proposed on Monday.
Can you imagine?
What am I saying?
Abby?
What am I saying?
Wasting time.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Women need to pray.
Yes.
Just don't be going out nilly-willy. God do answer prayers.
Yes, it does.
You need to pray. Vice versa, men need to pray.
Exactly.
Look, it might not be what you really want, but he is really what you really need. God is not an author of confusion.
Tell them, let them.
He's not an author of confusion. Don't date a man because he has a
Your way to your ear.
Don't date a man because he has a G-Wagon today. Don't date a man because he's driving cab, or you say you don't want to date a man because he's driving a cab or he has a B2. That is what he's got right now.
There's this popular actress in Nigeria that she lives in Georgia too, Atlanta. She lives in Atlanta. Very popular one. Let me protect her. I remember there was a friend of mine that was on her neck that he actually wanted to marry her because this girl, I see the hour figure, everything all set.
The wine glass.
Wine glass. No, I think New York. I think they're in New York. Is it New York or Georgia? I don't even know which one. And this guy was this is a guy that I know that, yes, you know those silent secret millionaires that don't show themselves. They don't show themselves. He's silent, is quiet, is humble. He still drive one old Civic. And according to him, if this car can take me to A to B, and I've got a lot of things that I want to invest into, I'll rather invest into it than invest into a depreciating asset. He sees vehicles as depreciating asset. He spoke to this girl like, babe, I like you. I know you're a popular figure, but you know what? I think I just like you. We can complement ourselves. You need to see the way this girl washed this guy. Hey, it was persistent. It was persistent. It was like, you know what? I will take care of you. I will take care of you. But I like him for one thing. He's always quiet about. He's always quiet about his what he had. He's always quiet about it because he's very humble. Very, very humble. If I tell him, Jide, what's up? I need $1 million there. He said, oh, just give me 1 or 2 days. I'll get it over to you.
Oh, buddy.
That's the kind of person he is. And this guy, he has chains of businesses in US there. He owns one of the biggest cleaning companies in the US. And no one, I won't mention the name so that people will not start. But he's still not married. He's married now.
He's out of the market.
He's out of the market now. No, where I'm driving at now is that this lady eventually ended up marrying one guy that came driving a Ferrari G-Wagon. Right now, as we speak, the guy is in prison and she's pregnant.
420.
And she's pregnant. Now she has no money. She's now going on Instagram crying for people to help her, crying for on Instagram.
Can you imagine? Because she didn't pray. She was doing it by her naked eyes. I prayed. And when my husband came, I almost thought he wasn't the one. And when I went back to the Father, I said, Father, show me, is he the one? Because I know how the enemy is. I know how the devil works.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Because the devil knows the desires of my heart. Yeah. And the desires of my heart was no good for me. Yeah. You understand?
Yeah.
So when I went back to the Father, I said, Father, I don't want to end up being anybody's baby mama. If this man is my husband, please just show me because if you call me next time, I will show him Pepe. This is America. Show me if this man is my husband before I Rashidify him. I went to sleep. I went to bed. I went to sleep. It wasn't more than 10 minutes that I went into that deep sleep and had a dream. Because you see, when you put God first in your endeavors, He's going to order that step. Whether you're the one praying, whether your mother's praying, somebody praying, and God's gonna make sure something happens. I saw him in my dream, and the dream that God reminded me of was a dream that I had 5 years prior.
Wait.
I had the dream. The guy wasn't nowhere to be found. He wasn't even in America. He wasn't even in America. He just came to America, and I met him August 17th.
Tia Robert.
Tia Robert. I'm getting shot. Very brand new.
That's what we call them.
Some of my friends were like, Rashida, why would you? Come on now. You're bigger than that.
That's what we call people that just come to risk to
from the it's not from the boat. It's from so you know what? My friends were like telling me, like, Rashida, how can you date such a guy? You're working in Wall Street, he's a security guard. I was like, security guard and not human being. Which one is your own? When I went into that deep sleep and that dream that God showed me 5 years ago, he brought it back to my remembrance. And then I saw us doing the electric slide in a wedding gown. Yeah. Oh, really? Oh, I was jumping out that dream like, let me out of this dream. I got it.
Where are you?
I called him.
Straight away.
I called him. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning. And his uncles thought it was someone calling from Nigeria. They were like, hello? By the time I spoke to him, I said, what you doing tomorrow? Mom, I'm not doing anything. Oh, no problem, I'll be there. The accent was there, everything was there, everything that I never even, because some pastors will tell you to, tell God what you want. I said, God, look, all the ones that I've been asking for, they are not good for me.
That's it.
Please give me what you want.
And that's another thing, in my prayer. I asked for the bone of my bone. The bone that I was created out of. Because you see, it's very dangerous. There's something from where we come from. They say, I don't want someone else's bone. No, it's true. Because it chokes you. It goes for the woman, so does it go for the man?
This means
you carry someone else's bone.
You carry someone else's man. That's why we say every marriage is not meant to be.
No, because when you carry someone else's bone, the bone will choke you. And you don't need someone else's bone. I don't want someone else's headache. And the funniest part of it all, Mr. Lorna, is this. When you marry the bone of your bone, it's amazing how God works. It scares me. Everything works out. I'll be thinking something, this man will utter it out. I'll be like, Uncle, get out of that. You'll be thinking something, I will say it. You'll be like, Auntie, now, what's up?
But then again, that could be because you guys have been married a long time.
No, when you first met,
let me not surprise you. Let me not surprise you. You've been married the bone of your bone and the flesh of your flesh, and the right family comes together. Even your mother-in-law or father-in-law will be talking about something. You'll be thinking about something, and it will just come out from your mouth, baga. You are all in alignment.
How did you know? It's like my father-in-law, God rest his soul. That man, when he met me, funny enough, before my husband and I went out, that December, the December before he proposed to me, my father-in-law happened to be in the same room because I used to do braids and stuff like that. And we were talking, and I was talking to my husband's sisters and his my in-laws. Not knowing that the man fell in love with me right there. When my husband was not home, he was on vacation with his friends. When my husband came home, the first thing the father told him, that girl, you must marry her.
Yeah.
We were not even dating. We have not even gone out for anything. He said, that girl must not go. You must marry her. You see, that is how God works. And it's weird because when you marry the bone of your bone, now let me shock your religion here. When you marry the bone of your bone and the flesh of your flesh, not that you will not have some days that you will upset each other, or you can live. You still be fight.
When it comes to fights, let's
what's the definition? That's why I say there is no way you will not upset each other. You can upset each other, but we're talking fight. You carry chair, he carry bottle, you carry knife, he carry
the machete,
and then you're now going your father, mother, your family, and their family for what?
When you guys are meant to be, the misunderstandings. You'll be able to handle it.
Yes.
he'll be able to handle it.
Yes.
You understand?
In that-
It wouldn't
in
be
that
something
aspect.
deep. It won't be something over your
Oh
head.
my, exactly.
The ones that are happening now,
Yes.
I think they should not even.
We'll be harmonious. We'll be in one accord.
In that aspect, I think the environment some people grew up, some environment some people actually came out from is also a big factor with them. Some
No,
it is. But the problem they have is that because they've got underlying mental health issue that has not been
Mr. Lano, let me tell you.
long.
Let me tell you this. Before I met my husband, I was a tomboy to the core. When they say tomboy, I mean tomboy. I don't have. What are they doing with girlfriends? All my friends are guys. We deck each other. You know when they deck him. That's how we play. You know what I'm saying? I remember one time my uncles, because I'm a very feisty woman. I remember one day, I don't know what happened. I don't know who got me upset. Oh my goodness. And one of my uncles said, I pray for the man that will marry you. You'll be beating that man. That was how bad it was. Do you know, after my husband and I got married, my uncle hosted us. We went to my uncle's house. And my husband really doesn't like soda like that. You know, he was a water drinker and things like that. So when I went to my uncle's, you know, I had canned Coke. And I opened the Coke and I put it in my mouth. And my husband nicely reached over and said, thank you, and took it from me.
Yeah.
Everybody froze. Because at that moment, the bond,
The guy doesn't drink.
oh, you doesn't drink soda. Are you crazy? I'm drinking Coke. You take it from me. What? So everybody froze like, it's about to happen. Yeah? They took Coke from Kenny. Are you out of your mind? Do you know, I just gladly just smiled and I kept on eating. My uncle said, everybody free. Did he just collect the Coke from her?
From Kemi.
They said yes. And she didn't
And she
say
didn't
nothing.
say anything.
They said yes. They said, I give me the phone. I need to call her mother. Your daughter has found her husband. This is a word. They have not born the person that will look at me twice. Now they praise. That's me. But when you love somebody, you understand me? When you love somebody, you put all that behind. You see, in Georgia, I say my fastiness once in a while. When I go at it, they will say, people that know me, they say, don't argue with her. Go call her husband. I remember there was, because I do events and stuff like that, somebody kind of upset me and I started going like that. And the person, and so people came, is enough. I said, don't talk to me. I need to tell her, this woman did this. So I heard somebody in the back say, don't argue with her. Call her husband. My dear. But as my husband entered, I think my husband should have gone home. That he was supposed to take the children home, but for whatever reason, he was just still hanging around. My husband came. How did you know? He knew me. My husband came, stood right in front of me. Everything just dropped. I just busted out crying. Yeah, you know, you're doing me right. What did I do? You see, that is love. Why? I don't want to upset my husband. Am I making sense? So no matter where you are from, no matter what background you come from, no matter what, if they can be crazy there, my dear, when you are in love. And I'll give you another story. After the first year we got married, because I'm such a feisty person, there was one day I would be crying every day. Because I'm so hard-headed. And my husband is very quiet. He will say his own, he will keep it moving. But me, So one day I was crying. I said, I've been crying for the past few days. This is when I see you. Why I'm crying? Hey, say I felt when you're done crying, you feel like when you're finished, you let me know what's going on. So one day I got on my knees. I said, Father, if indeed you're in this marriage, why is this man so hard-headed? Why is this? There is that. The only word the Holy Spirit said is there cannot be two captains in one ship. You have to bow. You must bow. That was the day I bowed. That is love. That's love. So no matter what it is, you will make excuses for your A lot of people have where they are born and everything. I'm from Ondo State. And I'm from the same place. I'm from Ondo State. I'm not from the I'm from Mundo, say, cray day for the blood. They said you cut your hair. It's in the water.
Maybe it's in the dog.
Maybe it's in the
I mean, I don't get it dog.
They eat dog. They eat dog.
I'm still processing. So you see, that is it. That is it. You love him so much that you gave him his respect.
Exactly.
And with that, you want to tell me how much he would not love you back. It's reciprocal. And you have mutual understanding. You understand yourself. There is effective communication between the two of you.
Yes.
Because he listens to you and you listen to him.
Oh, yes.
It actually bring about that massive bond between the two of you. It will make it very difficult for anybody to come in between you. That is it. That is it. And you know, let me now make you laugh. It's not that he's perfect. He will have his own flaws.
Oh, yes, it does.
Because of the love and the respect you have for him, it overlooks and is blind to all that.
One more thing, add this to it: the respect that she has for him and the one that he has for her.
That's what he said.
Exactly. That's it.
The one that he too has for her, because some men, that's the reason why they are freaking narcissists now. Women will have respect. They believe that they should always be on high.
Respect is reciprocal.
Some other men don't like. If they see their wife like this, they too will just chill. Or they always want to put their wife in front. You see, one of the things I love so much about her husband, and also mine, is that they look for the. One thing I love so much about guys that are making it work in their marriage is that though their wife respect them and put them first, they too put their wife first.
Yes.
They put her, if it's her pain, if it's her pleasure, if it's her happiness, they put that first. Exactly. And if you're not doing that, your marriage can't work. That is the overall of everything that we are saying here. You understand? Because the thing is, if you respect her and you love her, you want her to have the maximum pleasure when it comes to that situation.
Oh, yes. So
if you love her and respect her, you want to put a roof over her head to show yourself that you are a man. If you love her and respect all these things,
you have to protect her.
Exactly. So it's a man's job. It's not always a woman's job to have to do everything.
No, and vice versa. If you love him, you will encourage him to be the best that he can be. Right. If you love him, you will not tell him you cannot amount to anything. Do you see men your age? You see what I'm saying? You will tell that man.
My wife is my credit.
You will take a man from GED to PhD. If you marry a man with GED, my dear, say GED. You did that GED. My dear, let's try a community college. You will see. You will get that. When he gets that associate, and that associate, you're waking up, you're cooking in the morning, you're making sure he gets bed at night. And as he's reading, you're sitting down beside him and you're reading. And you're working together, and you say, babe, what I remember when my husband went back to school, when he went back to college, because he's an engineer by trade. He got his engineering degree, but he went back for his bachelor's. My dear, we went to school together. Yeah, I'm telling you, when he's taking the exam, I say, baby, when he's taking the exam, okay, you'll be taking the exam. Let me see the page. I'm reading it to you. That is love. I'm not saying we're perfect. I am by far not perfect. I am far from, oh my goodness. God look at me sometimes and just shake his head. I am not perfect at all. But you have to be intentional in your marriage. You have to be intentional. You have to want to make your marriage work by all means. You have to do whatever it takes. You see, we can go around this circle all day long. It all marries into each other. A man is not crazy. Neither is the woman crazy. But like Mr. Lano said, the foundation is the most important thing. Because when there is no effective communication, there can be misconception and miscommunication. You understand what I'm saying? And when there's miscommunication, if he says this, you're hearing that. Exactly. And instead of you have to go back and say, babe, did you say that? And you say, no, babe, I said 6.
But then don't disrespect her by saying or Daniani.
You see? It all works together.
And we're going to wrap this up because I know we've gone longer, but it's only because my girl here. Okay.
Social distancing. Social distancing.
So let me tell you something. Overall, this is what I'm going to say. Woman, you cannot change a man by disrespecting him.
Never.
But you can make this man and change this man by respecting him.
And give him the thing he needs.
You understand? If she respects him, she'll give that.
Yes.
Because the next topic that we're going to talk about is, she said something about you making him PhD. A lot of women have gotten this, what can I call it?
Idea?
It's not an idea. It's like they're so afraid for their husbands to make it.
Hey!
And it's not their fault.
Ooh.
They are so afraid for their husbands to make it because they feel like as soon as he makes it,
it's gone.
He's gone. But then I want to tell you this. If that is your thought, then it's going to happen to you. You know why? What you think about, you're going to bring about.
You manifest. Yes.
Let me tell you what you need to do. If he's trying to make himself better, what are you doing?
Do it together.
Take a course. Yes. Take a program. Yes. As he's moving up, you two should be leveling up. Yes. Don't let him become a PhD. And we say PhD not by paper. We're not saying paper. We're not saying get a PhD degree. We are saying that he's now a manager of something, directing, CEO of something, and you are still doing beya. You are collecting. You're
washing, you're sweeping the subway. You're washing.
It's time right now to have a company, whatever. He brings his wife. They say he should bring his wife to the company party.
Yeah,
and you look like you are the grandmother.
Rashida.
And then you want him to say, is my wife.
Rashida. I think if you look at it in those, I think there are actually some couple. It doesn't work for everyone. I know there's some people. I know of a friend's, of one of my friends' dad. My friend's mom. She's more of like a semi-literate. I won't because she's
not educated. Okay.
You know, she knows how to trade. Right. She's a very good trader. So school is not a thing. Forget it. But you know what? The father loves his wife so much. Even when she speaks, you need to see how we dodge bullets. Because you know what? I love her for one thing, because she wants to learn. And she will tell her children, Emma ba mi so Yoruba, oyibo yen ni Emma so fun mi. And you know what? She's willing to learn, but because she knows the level at which she knows what she's capable of doing. And guess what? This man is learned. Is the CEO of his company. I think he's a director of several companies. Wow. And guess what? Anywhere he goes, he pick up his wife and like, yes, this is my wife.
And when she doesn't speak, though, she looks good.
She throws the bullet. Everybody dodge bullets. The man doesn't care. That is the woman he loves.
But she has proven herself. She's not insecure. You know, when a woman is insecure, insecurity is another thing. When your man is making it and you're doing your thing, even if you're a CNA or whatever you're doing, still have your self-esteem intact.
Hey. We're talking about the topic already. This is the topic for the next one.
Okay.
Thank you guys so much for watching Married Let's Talk. We will be back. What's today? Thursday? Today's Thursday. So we're going to see you guys again on Saturday. Right, Mr. Lana Rock? We'll see you guys again on Saturday. I'm so excited about these topics because it's needed to be talked about. Okay, and I really appreciate you. Like I said, if you're just coming, subscribe to my channel so that you get to hear more from Mr. Lana, from Madam Kemi, Healthy Lifestyle, and Rashida Omalade.
The woman with the elastic neck. Take care. Bye bye, everyone.
Take care. Bye.